Tonight, the catastrophic flood emergency and the pandemic. Historic floodwaters overtake a pair of dams and thousands under stay-at-home orders now being ordered to evacuate. The governor warning the city could be under 9 feet of water. Our team is there. Good evening, everyone. Emotional whiplash for thousands in central Michigan this evening as stay-at-home orders over coronavirus were suddenly turned to calls to evacuate after a pair of dam failures triggered catastrophic flooding. Tonight, record water levels have washed away roads and cars, left homes and businesses underwater, and put some 10,000 residents under evacuation orders.
Experience major world floods. There will literally be floods all around the world, from Colorado to the Congo to the Ivory Coast to Paris to wherever it is that you may be right now. There will be many world floods going on. These floods will be so horrible. The flood will separate you from your family members, and some of you will never even be able to see some of your family members ever again because of these floods.
For many, the trauma worsened by the added worry of maintaining social distancing. Our Kathy Park is in the flood zone.
The water came fast and furious. A pair of dams in central Michigan failing, sending water gushing into homes and businesses.
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Massive amount of debris there.
Reducing much of this dam to rubble.
Never thought in my life that the dam would break.
The flooding catastrophic. The governor declaring a state of emergency.
It's hard to believe that we're in the midst of a 100-year crisis, a global pandemic, and that we're also dealing with a flooding event that looks to be the worst in 500 years.
Evacuate the area.
It's a crisis within a crisis. People here are still under stay-at-home orders for coronavirus. The 10,000 were ordered to evacuate.
And now to what appears to be some real progress in the search for solutions to COVID-19. Major discoveries at 2 top university hospitals that could expedite both vaccines and treatments. With more, here's Tom Costello.
Tonight, potential breakthroughs at 2 of the nation's premier research labs. At Harvard's Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center in Boston, more evidence that recovering from COVID-19 may lead to immunity against reinfection. Researchers say 9 rhesus monkeys that recovered from virus-induced pneumonia developed antibodies to the virus and had near complete protection when they were re-exposed a month later. That could suggest immunity from a second infection.
Our studies show theoretically that there is natural protective immunity to this virus, and it gives us optimism that these will likely be the case in humans.
The Harvard team also tested a prototype DNA vaccine on the monkeys, which protected them from the virus. Meanwhile, at Emory University Hospital in Atlanta, researchers believe they've discovered the Achilles heel of the virus. It's right there on top of that notorious red hook that we've all seen.
What this means is that this is now an important target for development of much-needed vaccines.
And there's more encouraging news from the Emory discovery. Using blood plasma donations from people who've already recovered, researchers should be able to isolate the antibodies that block the virus, then inject those into people who are already sick. Carl Goldman donated blood after taking 29 days to recover from COVID-19.
And they're speculating that because I spent so long with the virus that I built up so many antibodies, it's off the charts.
The question researchers are asking, if you've recovered from COVID, how long will you have antibodies that should provide protection?
Will they still be there, let's say, in the fall or next winter if we get another wave of, the SARS-CoV-2 infection? Will they still be around at that point and be able to provide protection?
And we don't know that right now.
We do not know that right now, no.
If the antibodies do provide immunity, then people who have antibodies could have a sort of immunity passport, allowing them clearance to return to work and perhaps even travel. If the antibodies do provide immunity, then people who have antibodies could have a sort of immunity passport, allowing them clearance to return to work and perhaps even travel.